was a good ball played in for Tony Morley. Oh, he missed it! It is! Peter Ward! Villa in the lead!
Hello, good evening, Aston Villa fans, and welcome to the Villa Forever podcast. I am your host, Chad Williams. We are live on Facebook, YouTube, X and Instagram. Please subscribe. Do what you can to take to the road to 2K. Give me a follow on all socials. And you can follow me on Spotify, Apple and Amazon Music. Make sure to smash the likes on this episode. Let's spread awareness of Duchenne muscular dystrophy. This evening, I'm joined by my special guest, James Parkin, who is the host of LivinglifeDMDStyle. It's great to be joined by James again. He's a fellow D&D sufferer, and I always try my best to spread as much awareness on this terrible disease. This is a pre-match talk show. Aston Villa versus Leeds United at Villa Park in the Premier League on Saturday is a 3 p.m. kickoff. And actually, for Aston Villa, this is the first home game that got 3 p.m. kickoff in 367 days. And Aston Villa needs to find their winning formula again. Over the last few weeks, the consistency hasn't been there. This is another must-win game for Aston Villa. And Aston Villa will stop making losing at home a habit. Please end the show, James, again.
Thank you. Good to be here.
It's always a pleasure to speak to you. And you're doing some great things with your podcast as well. And your YouTube channel.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it's going well, so I'll be doing a lot more stuff.
And soon as I knew that we're playing Leeds, I knew I had to get you on the show straight away. So we're going to talk about the game on Saturday. So what do you expect from the game?
Well, I'm a lot more optimistic than I was after last, let's say, couple of months, really. I think it's one of them where I think we'll still be underdogs.
Yeah.
Because our away form isn't sort of same as it's the home form. But
I met after the result last night that Wolves drew to Arsenal. It just shows you that anything's possible in the Premier League. And that must give you a little bit of belief going into the game.
well, I think it does. I think because especially went to Stamford Bridge and they got a point out of it, and it just feels like they've got that belief that you can come back from your losing positions.
And for us, it was nice to start winning at Villa Park again. It used to be a little fortress, Villa Park. But over the last few weeks, we've got a few inconsistent results. But that needs to change on Saturday. And Emery will be on a mission to put it right.
Well, I think, look, you get your home form back is crucial, because like Champions League spots.
Yeah.
But also, there doesn't seem to be a team probably other than Arsenal that seems to be consistent.
After Arsenal result, we should take advantage of it. And maybe Aston Villa are slightly still contenders. But in a total race still, with Arsenal dropping points again.
Yeah, I think it only takes a bit of a blip by one team, and then it could be a chance. But I just thought you pick up the form after Saturday's game.
Yeah. Because in the Aston Villa, in the first half, we need to kill the game off. Not just get one goal, try and get a second. Because against it, if it's 1-0, anyone's still in it still. So we've got to learn to take those chances a bit more often.
I mean, the big thing is keeping players out like Calvert-Lewin quiet.
Well, when I saw actually Calvert-Lewin, because he's got a very good record scoring against Aston Villa.
The thing is, a player like him isn't until you actually see him in real life at the game. That's when you realise what he brings to a team. I think he's just holding up the ball, just the sheer movement.
Yeah. And Daniel Farke, he's getting the best out of him.
I think he just needed someone just to, just to say that they got belief in him. And also to keep him fit.
Yeah.
I think once he got around the team, he's been ill the last couple of games, so he's not played, but he just probably needed an arm around his shoulder just to say, look, keep doing what I'm doing, I'll keep playing you. And then it's, form coming back, and I admit I was a bit sceptical at first because injury record, but I think he's probably turned into one of the signings of the season.
As well, I mean, but like Calvert-Lewin, he's starting regular, but he's at a club where he's getting the regular minutes. He's starting like every week. And also his manager, like the Daniel Farke, there's a lot of trust in him.
I mean, the main thing is to stay in the Premier League. I think you've got to have a number 9 that scores goals.
Oh yeah.
And I think that's probably what a couple of teams have lacked. But
he's the informed striker, is. I remember when in the days at Everton, he always scored against us. And I think we need to mark him. We have to keep him quiet.
Although I do think that you've done some really good business. I think, but Tammy Abraham, I think he's a striker that's got a point to prove. Because his record in Italy has been actually quite good, and he's never been given a proper, chance with England.
But Abraham, actually, I think he should start. For me, he has to start on Saturday. The only Watkins for me has been poor. I don't want to keep targeting Watkins, but for me, I know he can do better, Watkins.
Yeah, I think it's he's always got a good record against Leeds, though. So
yeah. Oh yeah, but I remember I was about the championship, though. Yeah, of course, yeah. Also Watkins. Also, he's good. Also, I always remember when we played Leeds back in the day. There's always been high-scoring games.
yeah, and even before he joined Villa, he had a good record. So
Yeah, that'd be a good start, actually. So Calvert-Lewin, look how much you said about Calvert-Lewin. He's very strong physically, not holding up running into the channels. And I think that we need some like Tyrone Mings, I think. Because I think Leeds are a very physically competitive team. To Mings, we need his height and physicality.
that'll
He's going to be, yeah.
that'll be key. I think whoever wins that battle will certainly have the advantage.
That's it. And then that Mings is a real leader on the pitch. Because since John McGinn's been injured, we've been really missing that leader on the pitch. And Tyrone Mings does give you that as well.
Yeah, I think the important thing is that I think the emphasis would be on your ability to
Yeah.
take control of the game. Just
Yeah.
I'd say a little less pressure than on Leeds than a few weeks ago. It's still important, but there's a little gap developing, and I think it's always important to pick up results if you can, but
Okay.
I don't think the pressure is on as much as had it been the last time we played.
It's not showing creativity, I think. But, I mean, in this game against Leeds, we need to take control of the game. I think Douglas Luiz will be important to that. Because he dictates the game. And the way he likes to spread the play. It's important that we take full control. Because in the last few games, we haven't been doing that. We took our foot off the gas.
I think the schedule doesn't help. You say it's been over a year since you played at 3 o'clock on Saturday. Oh,
yeah, I saw it on Facebook today.
That's ridiculous. That's not. It's not just for scheduling. I know you're being football things, but like people have to plan to go to games.
I agree.
Like, we both need people to help supporters when we go to the games.
I remember in the days when it was always a 3 p.m. kickoff. Because of TV and all that, so the European schedule, Sky Sports, TNT, that's all changed now.
So I struggle going to the late to kick-off games because like I'll quote to 8 o'clock because it's just really too cold for me.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and obviously in our condition we have to be careful. You can easily get poorly if you stay in the cold. And also, I think it's hard to plan for your carers and that as well. It's not for care.
It has
Schedule.
It's been okay this year, but because there's like less games.
Yeah.
But in the championship seasons, it was because they let you know like a month before.
Not much notice, that's it.
And it's quite difficult to plan sometimes.
Yeah. To go back to the guy, the substitutions, they might play a vital role. I'm tempted like Ross Barkley. Maybe he could be utilised. He's very direct, like getting us forward. And his passing range. I think Ross Barkley, I need to see more of him. He hasn't really played many minutes this season, really.
Just to say, one thing that confused me is, what's the deal? With Harvey Elliott?
Yeah. It's a strange situation, that is.
Because he's not getting the minutes. And I know there's lots of clubs where he probably would get the minutes.
Yeah.
But it's sort of straight into the Leeds team, pretty much.
Yeah. It shows really like our squad depth. Injuries that really hit us. I think it wasn't for injuries. We've been playing in a better place right now, I think. Also, Ollie Watkins as well. But for me, like, if he was firing in four, like a firing Ollie Watkins, we'd be a lot higher probably at the table. Your strikers get most of your goals. Also, because that's their job to score goals. I don't see a bit more from Watkins.
But what I sometimes find though with strikers is if you get a team that gets another striker in,
Yep.
That sort of like keeps the players on the toes, really, and that bit of competition.
That's it. Yeah. That's with Watkins. I mean, that's what I think it is. Watkins plays better. He's got that competition. So maybe in the next few weeks, Watkins might need to step it up. He knows he has to now because Watkins is getting dropped.
But I think the other thing is with leaders, we've got Lucas Nepcha. Yeah, I still can't pronounce his name properly.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been, but he's kind of the player who's slipped in under the radar, really, I think.
Yeah.
And
Do you think some players really hurt? He's got quite a good link-up play. And I think the likes of, what's his name? Is it Okafor?
yeah,
The Okafor is a very strong, powerful striker. He's sort of like, he links up well with the players around him.
the thing that I'm worried about is about last week in the Cup. Obviously, another trip to Birmingham on the other side. And we weren't at the races of that game.
Yeah.
We were lucky. And a lot of them players were like players that would be on the bench, and they've not.
Yep.
That was their chance to stake a claim. And I don't think it was took, so it makes it more like easier to predict, who will play.
Yeah. Well, James, I'm very glad that you beat Birmingham City on penalties. I'm very happy about that as well. Just want to get that one in there.
Yeah, well, especially with the City rivalry, but also we Leeds having to go to extra time.
Yeah.
You would have been it kind of like something that is a team trying to stay up, so you don't really need.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, gonna go with injuries, and also, you only got not enough game time as it is. But at least when the FA Cup made is a way to impress the manager, show them what they can do. I like actually, Tanaka and Longstaff. I do think actually at the weekend, we don't give them too much space. You're gonna obviously the weekend. Last weekend, Tanani scored against us. Twice
I
from
think
outside the box. So
I think
we just stop. Yeah.
it might be one or the other. I don't think
Yeah.
they both work together.
Yeah, it's Tanaka's a Japanese international, isn't it?
Yeah,
He's a great player, he is. I like him.
yeah, quite good find really. I think.
Yeah. Good scouting, actually. We got credit. The scouting department.
The 2.1 million it cost from Dusseldorf, I think. In the
Bargain,
German
and so
second
yeah,
division.
got a bargain.
And I think he said it was one of the buys of the season last season. I think there was questions with how he'd take the Premier League football, but I think he's done just fine.
You know, it's amazing in football that there's hidden gems out there. And also we got search in different leagues sometimes. But Tanaka's adapting really well to the Premier League.
Yeah, she said it become one of my favourite players.
Yeah. Well, talking of the team, actually, we're going to get the team line up on the screen. So, Dylan sent me this earlier. There's a thought of this, the me starting 11. And he thinks this could be the team we could see facing Aston Villa on Saturday. So, what do you make of that team? Do you think this is what we might expect, do you think, James?
I think that looks pretty much to see if I'd expect. James Justice played quite well. Since coming to the team.
Yeah.
The other thing I'd say is that
Yeah.
when we did chase the three at the back after the Manchester City game,
Yeah.
we haven't actually stayed at three at the back since then. There have been games where we have gone forward at the back.
Yeah, I think you rotate. You've done your thought, he likes to rotate the tactics like that.
But I think that is pretty much what the formation will be. Because Goodmanson and Bogle are really good going as wing backs and they've provided a lot of good width.
Getting
I'm
forward,
going to
that's
stay in the middle.
We have to be aware of, I think, as well.
And Aronson's been probably the biggest improvement out of any player.
Yeah.
Really, apart from Carl Lewis.
And you got
So
the Ampadu as well. Ampadu, like, he gives you that protection. Like, in front of the back three. And he tackles what he does. His interceptions. He seems to always get stuck in, he does.
I think he's got the leadership qualities which, for a team that fight style, you pretty much need.
Yeah. You got a few Welsh players as well. You got also called Darno. And Rondon as well. Rondon's a key part of the way you build up from the back.
Yeah, I think just your stature really is. I'm not afraid to get stuck into things, and sometimes things. There will be times when a goal's going to be conceded, but
Yeah.
it's about coming your reaction to that. There's been times where your reaction has been actually really good from the players to get a goal back or something.
Good notice at the midfield. It's a very stacked midfield. And again, I think it'll be more than the midfield, I think. The game's going to be more than that midfield area, I think.
What you get from Aronson is he's full of running. And so he's not playing, they won't give up on lost causes.
Yeah.
And that's going to be important because I've added you'll play on most of the ball.
Yep.
It's the case that sometimes we're holding on to the ball really, we aren't giving it away.
Yeah.
Just
Doesn't give it Aronson, he gets the energy, he's very energetic as well. He's American international.
It's one of the players that I questioned being going up to Premier League. Can he cope with the higher level? Because when we got relegated, he really struggled that season. A few years ago, and I think he's answered lots of critics.
Okay. He's coming on way, isn't it?
Well, he was sent on loan. He went on loan to German football a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
And then when he came back, there was a lot of he's got a real big questions to answer.
Yeah.
And the only way to answer the critics is by performances.
Yeah.
I think that the work he's put in, to show that he's capable, is quite a bit one of the reasons why last season did so well.
The Premier League level is a big difference. The Championship level.
I think if given the middle of February and a few points above the relegation zone, I would have snapped your hands off, really.
Yeah, I think you've done quite well. I got to the next talking point. So let me touch it a little bit. Talk about Tommy Abraham. So I'm going to ask you then, James, for the rest of the season, do you think Tommy Abraham should lead the line to Aston Villa?
I think you've I feel like you got to play him because he's to the reason why is it on loan or is it?
Yeah, he's on loan. Yeah, the sixth test.
So I think he would have probably been asked for his life assurances that he's going to play because of England's spots up for grabs.
Yeah.
But also, personally, I think you should start him.
Yep.
I was very surprised to see Marlon go, to Italy.
Yeah, I thought that was a bad decision. Because I think Roma, he scored like 5 goals for Roma. I think we do miss Daniel Marlon. And in those games we were losing against Newcastle, you need a Daniel Marlon type player. So they can inject more pace. And sort of somebody who can change the game. It gives you something different up front as well. But I don't get it. I was like, we didn't get the decision.
But I think with Terry Abraham, you got a player that's he can score goals in the right position.
Experienced goal scorer.
I think players like that is obviously you pick up the home form.
Hopefully, I think players should be chosen based on their form. But at the end of the day, if you're not in good form, you're not going to get picked. I think like Emery now, I think he's starting to make that point. You got to start the informed players.
Yeah, I think with the informed players, it's just about finding the right balance, really.
Yeah. And Tommy Abrams is a hard-working striker. He's a very strong player. He brings other players into the game. That's something that I think we need.
Yeah, he's
And
going to
for
hold
me,
the
I
ball.
hold the ball, that's it. Just, I think Watkins, he needs to do a lot more. I think Watkins, I think his confidence. Watkins, he's completely lost his confidence, I think.
Yeah, I think it's about what games to play with, really.
Yeah.
And, well, at least we play like Terry Abraham, you got a choice, really. And
Yeah.
I mean, if one player's not in form, try the other player out.
Does it Watkins standards? They've massively dropped, I think, since last season. And I mean, I'm not seeing Watkins back to the level that he was. But it looks like it keeps going on, this goal-scoring drought. But even though, like before, even he didn't score, he's working hard. I can't really say what the improvement is of Watkins at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
See, what
Watkins, we all know he can do it. With Watkins, we all know he's capable.
Yeah, and Well, this brought the table, and this game is it can actually be a real opportunity for you guys.
Oh yeah, I mean we need to win this game. But
You got that little gap developing.
Yeah. Also, other results as well. Like, some of the results, you end up Man United drop points. Even though like Arsenal, they drop points. Don't see like you got the likes of Liverpool. I think we're 10 points clear or something, I think. So we need to get that, I need to secure top 4 football. That's the big priority, I think. Premier League position and like the Europa League though.
It's like when Man United scored against West Ham, last week. That's probably the only time in history that I've ever cheered a Man United goal.
Yeah.
Just because, being up against, West Ham and in the relegation battle, and just...
Well, do you think Leeds this season? I do think you'll stay up, I think. Just about, I didn't say it like, you need to stay up. It's Daniel Farke, I think. Because he used to manage Norwich City. So he'll be determined to keep a team up in the Premier League. Because of Norwich City, that they went down, not Norwich City.
Yeah, he's on more wins this season with Leeds than he had the previous 2 Premier League seasons with Norwich put together.
Yeah, I think it's a remarkable job, I think. I think he's always been a good manager. But no, he's really proving himself, I think, now. He's determined, I think.
I'm certainly, really happy with the job he's done.
So talking Daniel Farke, so I'm going to ask you this question, Jane. So do you think Farke has done a good job with Leeds United this season?
Yeah, I think he's I personally think he's the best guy for the job. I think we had a bit of difficulty, but instead of just stuck by him, and it's went for a bit of a sticky patch, and stuck by him, and it's kind of worked really well.
Yeah. And also the fans as well. The fans have been patient with him. Like they've always been, they've gone behind him. Because nice to get behind him.
It is. We've seen so many managers get sacked this season, and some of them personally shouldn't be sacked. And it's nice to see people actually staying in jobs.
I mean, look at that top there. They've got no stability. And Thomas Frank. I thought Thomas Frank was a good manager. But these days, they don't give managers time. And some fans are very fickle.
I think, yeah, it's quite a funny one with some teams. Like I never thought Tottenham would be down there. I know last season
Yeah.
17th, but they won the trophy. The priority was the trophy.
They've been really important also Tottenham. I don't see as a threat. I don't class Tottenham as a big six club. Over the last few seasons, especially.
I personally think they will pull away.
Yeah.
And I think it's all about taking it game by game.
Yeah.
And just slowly ticking over the points.
It's what we thought, okay? Despite not limited resources and limiting the amounts of money you can spend, is what Daniel Farke has done really well to work with the team that he's got.
I think it's certainly it helps, but also just limited with PSR. But I feel like we've got an ownership model which the I feel like they've got plans for the club, but I think
Ambitious.
But in order to fulfill that,
it
needs to firstly stop up.
Yeah, well, that's it. It's still in Premier League this season. That's the first job. Then you got to consolidate it now. That's what you got to do as well. Also, Farke, doing the basics well. Like, if you do the basics well, it has improved your home form as well. That makes a big difference.
Well, take clubs like yourself. There's a bit of an example. No, got promoted and then stayed up and then pushed on with appointed someone like Emery.
Oh yeah, it's amazing what he's done really. In space of like over 3 years, he's built a revolution at Villa Park.
And it's kind of like I've remembered on a journey, and you don't know how journey will take it, but you've had success with like going into Europe and stuff.
Yeah, that's it.
And
Emery's kept us consistent. Just the big thing is consistency. Over the last 3 seasons, the first season we got Conference League, second season Champions League, the third season Europa League, and it's important that we keep doing that.
I think if you qualify for the Champions League, I think personally, I'd see that as a successful season.
Oh yeah, do that and maybe get like a win the Europa League. I'd like to see maybe as well.
Obviously, the chance at a title, I know it's be very difficult, but you never know. But just to be in that sort of position, I think you have done well this season.
Yeah.
It's just a little bit of home form to sort out, but
yeah. Think about the Farke as well. He's really got the best out of this team, out of this group of players. And the way that Daniel Farke, he does like the tweak tactics as well. Like, he isn't afraid to change it either. Like, because some managers, they can be too stubborn. But Farke, he just change things.
I mean, there've been times where he has made subs too late, but that was early on in the season. I mean, the last couple of games, the substitutions he's made have worked really.
I suppose you learn as you go along. The Aussie Farke, he's learning things along the way.
But I think it will be quite an interesting game.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it will be. Looking forward to it. It's all going to go one way. It's all going to be. Like, we score earlier, that's important, I think. If we can get an early goal, then maybe get a second. It could be a difficult task for Leeds to come back then, I think.
Yeah, I think I think it depends on when this goal was scored.
Yep.
I think the Leeds are dangerous. If they're losing at half time, then by a goal or something, then I'd generally find that we score a lot of goals early in the second half of behind.
Yeah, never thought it up defensively, I think. So James, I'm going to ask you about Leeds. So, what do Leeds need to do to be an established Premier League team in the future?
I think obviously the first thing to do is got to stay in the division.
Yeah,
I think slowly improve the squad, but I wouldn't make too many drastic changes because teams have done that before, like for example Forest. It's kind of not worked out for them this season.
Some really smart recruitment, I think. Recruit smartly within the PSR regulations. And what I was saying earlier about Tanaka, so good scouting around the other leagues. Yep.
Yeah, I think it's sometimes a bit hard to being a Premier League club. Clubs will naturally inflate prices of the players. But it's about probably looking at what players are needed and
at the same time, though, you need to be realistic with expectations. You're gonna think it's gonna take time. The board and owners need to fully back Farke. And he needs a bit more, I'd say, control. You give the manager more control, you can be more successful.
I think that's certainly something we have to. We have got owners that they are ambitious.
Yeah.
They've you have to know how to but run a sports business.
Yeah.
But I don't think they're not like interfered.
Yeah.
No, I think you let the management, get on with it.
That's it. Also, you need like a no excuses culture. Like, things you need, like, we not say you lose, don't make excuses. The Farke, I don't think he never does that. And we're going to think Farke, he's slowly building something.
I think also at Leeds, over the last 10 years, there's been a culture that's developed, from Marcel Bielsa.
Oh, yeah.
That sort of, not only the players, none of the players left anymore that left at the club, from his era, but you sort of like.
I like Leeds as well, because they're a historic club.
He took the club by, I think the legacy left at the club, continued it like the way that we play, and
Leeds are not a big club. When I remember Leeds, I always think like back in the day. When they were like, time ago, they were in the Champions League. Like, years gone by, like, they were even in the Champions League. And like, they're quite proud like fans as well. Not from Yorkshire as well. They're always very passionate.
Yeah. I think it's like when they were in the Champions League, that was when I started liking football.
Yeah.
And my mate supported Leeds, so I supported them. But if I'd have these big clubs in the Premier League to make it more interesting.
Yeah, so you got Everton. I think of Leeds. Your club size is up there with the likes of Everton. But, similar to those sort of clubs.
Yeah. But certainly, it's going to be a good game on Saturday.
I'm looking forward to it.
Obviously, being a 3 o'clock game, it's not on telly, so I'm going to. So I'll be having the radio on.
Well, it's about time as well that they got 3 p.m. kickoffs. It's about time to get a 3 p.m. kickoff.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, because
That makes a change.
I think the clubs should at least have in the Premier League, should at least have 1 3 o'clock kickoff a month.
Yep.
On Saturday, I know it's difficult like with European schedules, but
yep. So we got 3 big players missing. No McGinn, no Kamara and Tielemans. But I think whatever happens, I think I'll expect goals. I'll expect goals in this one.
Yeah, I think so. It's to try and stop the threat from your attacking midfielders.
Yeah. Not Morgan Rogers. I bet you don't want to be reminded about Morgan Rogers from last time. Scored 2 goals against Leeds at Ellen Road.
Yeah, I think he's probably your best player. or attacking point of view, and I think it's to stop him checking onto his right foot.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Given time and space, he's going to score. And Morgan Rogers, to me, I think, has been Aston Villa's player of the season so far. To me, at the end of the season, I wouldn't be surprised if he wins player of the season. Villa.
Certainly he's up there.
Yeah. So, James, talking about Aston Villa. So, one more question before I leave you. So, what players do you think will leave Aston Villa at the end of the season?
Just that's a difficult one out because I think well, this might be controversial. I think it might be if Ollie Watkins can't get back into the team.
Yeah, I would actually agree with that one. And not many people swear. But I actually said the same thing, actually. But I think he could leave in the summer.
So maybe just to try to get the club that's going to. Let's say he's done well for you guys. But it's just
Well, yeah, I'm a big lover of Watkins. Because you can see he's got a shirt on him. But it frustrates me to me because I know he can do better. I think he knows probably he can do better.
I think I can't really think of any other players.
And maybe Eddie Martinez.
Yeah, potentially if I could come in Spain or something.
You know that he almost left last season. At the end of the season.
I mean, the big thing will be is if you qualify for the Champions League.
That comes into it. Champions League for me. That's the big pulling power to those top players. It persuades most players to come in. Also, Martinez last season. The situation is very uncertain. Like at one point, I think his agents were involved, I think. Because they have a lot of influence on the deals. And for me, I'm worried though if Morgan Rogers leaves. So that's what wants to get the Champions League. Because Morgan Rogers, he will leave if we don't get Champions League.
Yeah. Because he was surprised with teams like City, and that'll be after.
We linked with Liverpool. I mean, we linked with Liverpool, I think, as well. But Liverpool, though, they haven't been nowhere the level they were last season.
Yeah, and also not like we like Salah's future as well. It'd be an ideal replacement, really.
Yeah. Well, James, thank you for your time today.
So, okay.
Before you go, James, could you give me the score prediction for Saturday?
I think I'd take a 2-2 draw. I think.
That's good. So I think there will be a lot of goals in this game. I'm going to go 2-1 Aston Villa. I'm just thinking always to get over the line and get the 3 points. I do think like it will be a goal scoring fest. So I'm going 2-1.
Yeah. I'd say 2-2, I think, would be.
Yeah. Well, thank you everyone for watching. If you've enjoyed this podcast, please remember to make sure to subscribe. And also make sure to smash the likes on this video. Give it a share on all your socials. And if you go on my social media page, make sure to check my prize giveaway as well. To make sure to go and check out. And if you listen to the audio, leave us a good review on all audio platforms. Also, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Thank you so much for your time, James.
No problem.
I'm going to wrap up this episode with Villa forever as always, and up the Villa.